Hi, welcome. I'm Sabbi. This is for MIT Fitness, and we're going to have a little bit of a stretch and refocus moment. So if you've been at your desk working away, just taking a few moments away, we'll stretch the body and then sit for a brief meditation. So if you take this video again, once you know where the meditation is, you could pause it, set a timer, and extend your time in meditation if you would like to, and I'd encourage you to do that. One of the hardest things about sitting in meditation is sitting still, and so that's why we're going to stretch a little bit beforehand. So come to a comfortable seated position with the right leg in front. Take an inhale in and land the hands on the legs. And if you'd like to sit cross-legged, you can. If you are a lover of half lotus, you could come to half or full lotus if you'd like to. If it's uncomfortable to sit with the legs crossed, you can sit up on a cushion, and you can sit in a chair too if you'd like to. So making this comfortable for you. And you can also bring the soles of the feet together, knees apart in a diamond shape. Land the hands on the legs, take a long deep breath in and really make sure that the chin is parallel to the ground, head parallel to the ceiling. And take a moment to just roll the shoulders up and back and then forward again. And start to kind of reel in the senses. So for a moment, listen, find the furthest away sound that you can. And then a sound that's closer to you. And then see if you can, for a moment, sense or feel the sound of your own breathing. So really coming into the body. And then with the eyes open or closed, start to turn to the right. So you'll bring your left hand to the outside of the right thigh, right hand behind you. And eyes closed, partly because then you can feel the twist really from the inside. And partly because if you've been looking at a screen a lot, just taking a moment to feel the nourishment of the eyelids over the eyes. And then keeping the chin at first in line with the center of the chest. And then starting to turn the face, eyes open or closed, towards the right shoulder. Looking behind you for a moment and getting a little bit of a stretch in the neck. And then coming back to center on an exhale, take the right hand to the outside of the right hip and start to walk it away from you. Like a paw, like the paw of a cat moving away from you. And then yawn the left arm overhead. Really get a stretch in the left arm. Turn the wrist. So if you've been typing a lot, turn the wrist and look up at the hand for a moment. So seeing the tips of the fingers active, long, stretching, and making sure the left hip is anchored. So the left hip anchoring helps you get a little bit more of a stretch and feeling the muscles of breath between the ribs really expand, and then coming back to center, and we'll take it the other way. So uncrossing the legs, tapping out the feet for a moment, and then bringing the left shin in front. And once again, if you want to come towards a lotus, feel free to. Inhale, find length, and as you exhale, start to twist to the left. And again, the eyes can be open or closed. Chin at first parallel or in line with the center of the chest, and then turn the head. So make sure the twist is coming from the spine, the rest of the spine, before you turn the neck. Sometimes the eyes deceive us as to how far we're twisting if you turn the head first. Deep breath here. And with each inhale, really feeling length along the sides of the waist. So I like to tell students that a lot of the element of finding a twist is finding the space in the twist. Like, where is the space right now? And where's the support for the twist? And feeling the shoulder blades coming together behind you, that's part of the support. And feeling the space from the front of one shoulder to the front of the other. And then coming back to center, left hand to the outside of the left hip, and start to gently walk the hand away from you as you swim the right arm up and overhead, so it's framing the right ear, and then turn the gaze up and notice each finger, like shifting the gaze one finger to the next and becoming very aware of the hands, the great doers of the body. Take one more lengthy stretch here and then lift up and out, and we'll take a moment to just meditate. So whichever cross of the legs felt best to you, moving towards that. If you'd like to lean against a wall, that is totally fine. And then letting the hands just land again on the knees. Closing the eyes. If it's comfortable to keep the eyes open, that is a form of meditation, to keep the eyes open. And then you want to keep the gaze sort of unfocused ahead of you. So put a finger ahead of the eyes, keep the eyes open and focus on that. And then sort of go to a soft focus and land the hand. Or close the eyes. For many people, that's the least distracting way. And then take a moment to feel the sensations in the body. And start to focus on one thing that you usually don't notice. So, for example, the feel of your foot against the floor. The weight of your hands on the legs. And then mentally draw your awareness up through the body towards the nose. And feeling the breath come in and the breath leave. And becoming very aware of that, even naming it in the mind. So I am breathing in. I am breathing out. And if that sentence is a little long, just inhale, exhale. Taking a few breaths like that. And perhaps starting to feel the sensations of the inhale and the exhale. Perhaps one nostril receives the breath more easily than the other one. Perhaps there's a part of the inside of your nose that particularly feels the breath, the energy as it moves past. And focusing on that as you feel the breath move in and out. This great energizer, this great nourisher of the body that takes care of itself most of the time. And just feeling it now, becoming aware of it, that it's your steady partner, your steady friend. And when it goes back into the background, when we close the meditation, it'll still be there for you. So I am going to remove my voice now for just a couple of minutes so that you have the space to focus on your own breath. And if you'd like to meditate for longer than that, setting your timer, pausing the video. the mind walks away from the breath. That's normal. That's just fine. That's what it does. Thinking of it as a puppy, that when you put the puppy in place, it sometimes tries and walks away. But by focusing on the breath, you can put the puppy back into place. And if you'd like to stay for longer, stay in your seat for longer, then of course, please do. If you are ready to move on, taking a moment to just feel something that feels steady in this moment. Could be the breath. It could be the strength of the upper body that's holding you here. Could be something comforting that flitted into the mind during the meditation. So hugging that, holding that close to yourself. And then turning the eyes down if the eyes are closed, so that you know what you'll see when you open your eyes, and gently blinking the eyes open. Have a really wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for joining me.